Athkatla, also known as the City of Coin, was the oldest settlement and capital of the mercantile nation of Am. It was one of the wealthiest countries in all of Faerun, where nearly every aspect of life revolved around money and commerce. The concept of affluence was so well connected with Athkatla, there were rumors in foreign lands that the city streets were paved with gold. The streets of Athkatla were well lit in the evenings, thanks to the massive halfling-sized street oil lamps known as storm lanterns. They were kept aflame by patrols of 6 civil servants armed with double-hooked metal poles and vats of oil. The City of Coin was abuzz with peddlers and hustlers, hard-haggling merchants who were as competitive as they were ruthless in their pursuits of coin. The city offered a stark contrast between those who held power, i.e. money, and those who did not. Organizations that ran the city's economy, such as the oppressive Cowled Wizards, the enigmatic Shadow Thieves Guild, or obscenely wealthy mercantile houses, could act with complete authority and near impunity. For the weak and the poor in the slums of the River District, life in the city was an overwhelming affair where danger loomed at nearly every turn. Decadence and overindulgence was a common pastime for the wealthier of Athkatla's citizens, especially those living in the Gem District. When someone ate and drank too much in a night of revelry, or after seafood that had expired, they would engage in straking, or the forceful emptying of their stomach. Athkatla was ruled by the Council of 6. Council positions were held anonymously. The council positions were held by House Salimshant, who sponsored the Cowled Wizards of Athkatla, House Danahir, which belonged to the Shadow Thieves, House Ali Bakar, House Ophal, and House Nashavar, which was closely allied with the Church of Cyric. Just about anything was acceptable in Athkatla, and actions that would be illegal or immoral in other lands were tolerated. The law permitted nearly anything, including lewdness and slavery. Minor laws could be broken, so long as the corresponding fine was paid, which often occurred before the offense. Thieves within the city operated under written contracts more than anywhere else in Faerun. The practice of using arcane magic was explicitly illegal within the city of Athkatla, a ban which dated back to a royal decree by the young king Danar in the late 13th century DR. Spellcasting by wizards or sorcerers were limited to a select few who were licensed by the high houses of Am or their magical enforcement agencies, the Cowled Wizards, who acted as little more than mercenaries and spies for House Salimshant.
Boring!
Alright, Lilithcor is already saying it's boring because we're standing around. I think it's time to leave.
Done. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Well, we've rested. Who's this?
Looks like I'll be ending your life while you stand.
You'll hand over your coin and all of it, or suffer the ends of me blade. I'll not be robbed by the likes of you. As you wish. Of course you had to go to
I'll do it.
Airy.
You point, I punch.
Next time.
Pinsk. Huh.
Nalia?
Yes, my dear?
How come you care so much for people? It has to start somewhere, Airy. What has to start? Love? Justice? The rights of people to choose their own destiny in this world? But don't the gods choose our destinies? Oh, Airy, with the exception of Gond, our gods are not clockmakers. They have made us living, breathing creatures with minds, emotions, and desires. Only birth and death are destiny. All else is choice and consequence. Come, the sun is setting, and it casts long shadows on our thoughts. I mean, dawn is coming.
What is
Soon.
it? Certainly.
Okay, we're gonna go to the government district. I know it's late. We might have to wait a few hours. Where's the exit out of here? Yeah, there's a whole area we have to go and search through. We haven't. Hopefully there's no more slaves and slavers. They were quite obvious when we went by the area of the slums the first time. Okay, so Jaheira says it's on the other side of the river, the government. So let's go there. Government buildings.
Without doubt.
In the name of the Council, I am here to keep order.
Halt! Drop your weapons and keep your hands and fingers where I can see them. Are you sure that's some of them? Don't look like them. I ain't taking any chances. You saw what happened to the commander. Look at the way they are equipped. It could be them. At ease, soldier. I'll not have you running around accosting people on my watch. Sir, he was just making sure they were not a threat. These people are not who we are looking for, I'm certain. We'll cause panic if we accuse everyone. You, have you seen anything suspicious or unnatural lately? Not to my knowledge. Trouble in the city? Perhaps I could help. There have been reports of fighting in the streets at night. Something to do with the supposed Shadow Thief Guild and a rival. Oh yes, I've seen that. If you do see something, just keep your distance. I've already had uninvolved people go missing, and I don't need any more. Keep out of the streets at night, citizens. All the decent folk are asleep at these hours anyway. Well, we were. We probably could have stayed in the inn for another few hours until at least the sun was peeking over. Okay, government building.
Be merry, friend.
Greetings. You are known to me, or your deeds are known to those I serve. I think I should introduce myself. I am Medine. I represent one of the masters of the Athkatla Order of the Cowled Wizards. He seeks to employ you in a matter of some urgency. You work for the Cowled Wizards? The Cowled Wizards, they're the ones that arrested Imoen. I would be very interested in speaking to them about that. I do not know anything about that. I represent one of the wizards. As I said, a Master Tolgarius. Perhaps you could speak to him of this Imoen? Okay, very well. How do I go about meeting this Tolgarius fellow? He will be most pleased. Master Tolgarius can be found in the government building behind me. You may go within. Do not tarry overlong, my friend. That's a little odd. They might not even know who I am, or care. They just have Imoen and Arenicus. Okay, there's a couple wizards.
Speak. Quickly
Looking
and
wizards.
precisely.
Hello?
Speak up, speak up.
What is it you wish? You are obviously out of place here, so unless you have pressing business, I am very busy and do not wish to be bothered by such as you. Might you help me? I have an interest in those taken by the Cowled Wizards. What happens to those taken by the Cowled Wizards is not for decent people to know. No magic user goes unknown, and all may pass through here, but that information is not for you. Good day. That was rude. Okay, so you know something about them. What is your purpose here? What branch of government are you with? If it is any of your concern, I am saddled with clerical upkeep of mystical regulation. Magic is restricted in this land, and rightfully so. Mages are dangerous deviants. But I've seen plenty of mages in this city, and they don't seem to have any trouble from the Cowled Wizards. I'm sure you are mistaken. The mages you speak of are either members of the Cowled Wizards or have proven themselves worthy of a license to use their magics here in the city. So how do you prove yourself worthy of a license? Well, for one, you must make a monetary sacrifice, of course. After that, we allow you to use magic in the city. Should you prove to be deviant, you lose your rights. And just how much is this monetary sacrifice exactly? 5,000 gold pieces, no less. And should you prove unworthy of the right to use magic in Am, your coin is not returned. Oh, that's a lot of money. We have it. I'll think about it, I suppose. Fine. Should you change your mind, I shall still be here.
For the glory of our...
Well, we have 30... Actually, I thought we had a lot less than that. Okay.
Without
Heal then.
hesitation.
We have more than enough. And we have to get better weapons, but at least this is a start. I won't have to be afraid of any, like, Aerie or Nalia casting magic here in the city. Obviously, it's not divine magic, it's just... yeah. Let's see. 5,000, then here you go. Ah, I see. Very well then, my lady. You and your companions will have the right, for now, to cast magic within the city. Do not abuse the privilege, or you will lose it.
This will not take
Costs us a
long.
lot. Hello.
I am one of the few who are chosen.
Ah, yes, I see Medine has proven to be his faithful self, as usual. How do you do, my lady? Considering the city, it is so harsh on strangers, eh? Perhaps Medine has let slip a little of what this is about? No? Well, yes, I do have something I would like you very much to do, if you care to hear it. Okay, you work for the Cowled Wizards, right? First, I would like to know where Imoen is. Imoen? Ah, the girl arrested along with the wizard. I do not have such inconsequential information on me, so put aside such demands. Okay, whatever. For what you're asking for, if I must, but you put me in a difficult position, asking for a commitment to a task I know nothing about. Yes, it is a lot for even I to ask, eh? You are more than capable of performing this task, and it will conflict with none of your current loyalties. Let's see. And you would garner the goodwill of the Cowled Wizards, not to mention a substantial reward. But if you are determined to refuse, I certainly cannot stop you. Alright, I would know more of this reward before I agree. The reward. Adventurers have much use for items the Cowled Wizards hold. It is sad that magic is so despised in Athkatla, for it has many uses. We will offer you an item of substantial magical power, as well as a good deal of coin, gold coin. But again, I must have your word on the matter before I continue. How come you don't want to tell me what it is? If that's how it must be, then I agree. You have my word. Excellent. Your agreement means that the Cowled Wizard shall hold you to your word. This matter must be handled with discretion and expediency. There is something that has been plaguing us for more than a week now and has become quite alarming. You know of the prevailing attitude against magic here in Am, yes? Well, amongst some of it is even worse than that. A burning, palpable hatred. One particular man here in Athkatla has murdered 2 of our number in cold blood. He is currently in hiding, and we need you to track this fellow down. We have been unable to do so, much to our frustration. Cowled Wizards cannot be assaulted without repercussions, or it will lead to serious problems. Who is this murderer, then, and how am I supposed to track him down when you have failed? He is Valigar Corthala, last son of a wealthy family and a true brute. Ask around, and you may discover if he is hiding within the city or someplace else. He has a home in the Docks district, or he may have fled to the Umar Hills. His friends and servants will not speak to us, but they may to you. And just what am I supposed to do with this Valgar fellow once I find him? I'm no murderer. We do not ask that you commit any murder. We wish Valgar to be delivered to us, that is all. He will likely resist, so if you must kill him, so be it. Umar Hills. While surely all murderers must be brought to task, I wonder what manner of justice the Cowled Wizards would apply. It is something to consider. True words, Jaheira. But if you do kill him, I simply must have his body. Valgar must be delivered to us whether he is dead or alive, you understand, yes? Okay, is there anything else I should know? There is nothing I can think of. Perform your promised task, and the Cowled Wizard shall be pleased. Okay, very well. I will hunt this murderer down and return him to you. You gave your word, so I expect nothing less. I await the sight of this murderer's body soon. Really, so you do expect me to bring him in dead.
Yes,
So no one can...
if it must be done.
Well, I assume that they're both part of the Cowled Wizards, so... maybe somebody else here that's not a Cowled Wizard could talk to me. Hello?
Is there something that you need, citizen?
Who are you?
Chief Inspector Brega at your service. I work under the magistrate investigating the crimes of this city. And there are plenty that require my attention, believe you me.
I am told that magic is illegal in Athkatla. Is this true? The use of magic is illegal unless sanctioned by the council, like the Cowled Wizards are. It leads to chaos. Just look at the damage in the promenade. Yeah, I saw that firsthand. What happens to people who are arrested by the Cowled Wizards? The handling of magic users is not my province. Only the Cowled Wizards know for sure. What matters to the council is that they deal with it. Where can I find the Cowled Wizards, then? You don't, nor would I suggest anyone attempting to do so. The cow wizards are dangerous. I would pray that they do not discover your interest. Well, can you at least tell me if you know anything about that incident in the promenade you mentioned? The cow wizards arrested 2 magic users. Shadow thieves were also involved, apparently attacking one of the wizards. Beyond that, no, I know very little. Why would the shadow thieves be interested in attacking a wizard? I don't know. Why don't you ask them? Aren't you interested? Isn't that your job? To tell you what my job isn't, it isn't being forced to listen to idiots like yourself. Good day. That's kind of rude.
It will be done.
Nalia, you're very smart and know about all the places magic can put people. So tell me, how did Larry come to be in my sword? Larry? You mean, oh, that thing. I may know more about magic than many, Minsk, but I do not know much about enchanted weapons, certainly not ones with such vivid personalities. Have you tried asking him, how this happened? Yes, I have asked Larry many times why he is my sword. I say, Larry, why are you Minsk's sword? And he says, because you got the grip and I got the rip. Yeah! You see, even Boo is confused. Hamsters and rangers and everybody else, it's time to stop talking and time to hop on the wounding wagon. Woohoo! Perhaps if I try, he may respond better to a mage if one created or imprisoned him. Mr. Lillicower, have you always been a sword? Have you ever wanted to be anywhere else, such as with family or loved ones? Nah, I like it here because the killing's easy. What I mean is, do you remember being a person? Do you remember a time when you were not only made to kill things? Kill 1 man and you're a murderer. Kill 1,000,000 and you're a god. A sword god! Mwahaha! Minsk, I think you should put Larry away for a while. He's starting to frighten people. I see fear! I see fear! Strike quick before she gets her nerve back. For shame, Larry. We save our butt-kicking for evildoers, not nice girls. Yeah, I heard that from over here. Lillicor, at least, anyways. Okay, hello.
I'll heed no churlishness, peasant.
I don't suppose you're from one of those mercantile companies, are you? No, I didn't think so. Okay.
My
Hello
time
there.
is quick, so be brief, commoner.
I am afraid any sort of appeal before the council is absolutely impossible at the moment. The council is not in session at this time of year. Hello?
You are more than welcome in my sight.
Good business to you. Is there aught that I can help you with? Who are you? I am the magistrate of Athkatla, Bylana Lonelin. Why is that interest of you? A friend of mine, Imoen, was taken captive by the cowled wizards for using magic in the city. Is there anything I can do to free her? I see, but your friend used magic within the city limits. You are aware that this is a violation of Am law? We do not allow magic users to go unchecked. But how long is she to be imprisoned? Imoen is no evil sorceress. It has been our experience that magic corrupts. Did you see the result of your friend's battle in the promenade? An entire section collapsed. The cowled wizards will have taken your friend for rehabilitation, and she will not be released until that process is completed. But Imoen wasn't responsible for what happened in the promenade. That was another wizard. We got there at the end of the battle. Another wizard or your Imoen, it matters not. She used magic. The cowled wizards cannot stop to sort out who was directly responsible for the damage. But if this Imoen you speak of is a good and responsible user of her abilities, then I imagine that her rehabilitation would not take that long. What is this rehabilitation you're talking about? How long does it normally take? It would, well, I would not lie to you, ma'am. We do not normally concern ourselves overmuch with the prisoners that the cowled wizards take. For the most part, these magic users they capture are dangerous or psychotic. Protecting us from these people is a valuable service. If they have taken someone out of zealousness, because she was a mage present at a major magical disturbance, well, I can do nothing. The cowled wizards are not under our command. They do us a service, but they do as they wish. Their prison is a secret, even to us, as are their methods. I am sorry, my good woman, but there is truly nothing that we can do for you. Hopefully, the cowled wizards will see their error and release your friend. So it seems that no one can help at all. Hello
Is
there.
there a reason you are here? You should make an appointment to request an audience. Speak directly with Officer Rowanall.
He serves well as liaison to the nobility. Sorry to bother you, I was just looking around. As you will, but you may not be allowed access to some areas. This is the heart of government, after all.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
Everybody I go to here says that they can't help me. My farm is listed as a castle, and that's all there is to it. Maybe I should ask them for an army and see if they give me one. Yeah,
What is it? It will be done.
doesn't seem like anyone is willing to help anyone here. Unless you can do something for them. Hello.
Bah! Another beggar. You'll get no alms from me.
It's sort of rude. Do I look like a beggar? I've just been enumerating the tax landholds in the colonies, and a ship just arrived from Mastica telling me that 3 villages have been burned to the ground by the natives. All that work gone. Okay. Look, if you want to get a form for something, you need to know the exact designation for the form you want and how many copies. And that requires a directory, which, okay, you only publish 100 or so. It contains numerous errors, it has no index, and yet you charge 200 gold for a copy. And you call us thieves.
Speed,
If
certainly.
this is what government is like, well, I kind of miss the Ducal
Our
Palace
actions
in
are
Baldur's
good. We
Gate.
will serve the greater balance.
Hello?
Not touch me.
Yes.
Speak and be done with it.
Yes, what is it? Can't you see that I'm quite busy? Who are you? Humph. Well, you can't be a local, that's for sure. You are looking at the official herald for Athkatla, keeper of family crests and records. Now beat it. You needn't be so rude. Somebody more inclined might take your head off. Ha! I'm a rather important person, silly girl. Try it, and you'll have the entire guard to deal with. Now be gone. I've had enough of this place. Let's just go look for the Order of the Radiant Heart.
Without doubt.
I've nothing of value. Please, let me be.
My apologies for the intrusion, ma'am, but might I prevail upon you for a single gold piece? Times are poor for me and my kin these months, and I've been reduced to a mere beggar. Yes, certainly, here you go. You are a kind woman, my lady, and I thank you truly for your generosity.
Quickly and precisely.
Now see, I don't
In the
mind.
name of the council, I am here to keep order.
Hold, you there! What have I told you about begging in the government district? I'm sorry, sir, truly I am. But all these people with spare coin are here and... Irrelevant. This is a decent part of town, and I'll not have filth like you littering about. I warned you the last time that this was your last chance. Tell me, ma'am. This man was begging from you, correct? No, he wasn't. He's just an innocent, poor man trying to survive. Oh, I see. Well, it seems I was mistaken then. My apologies. Thank you, thank you. You've saved me. My deepest appreciation. Anybody know where the Order of the Radiant Heart be?
Let me have a taste.
Uh-oh.
Come.
You know this is the only choice. Be sensible. You do paint a rather pretty picture, but I heard some nasty stuff about what happens to those that join. Rumors and hearsay. I am here before you as the proverbial horse's mouth. You may take that what I say at my word, or you will end up like all the others will. See, there you go threatening. Though I suppose my own guild has threatened no less. I just don't know. You know. You just haven't said it out loud yet. Perhaps, but wait, someone is listening to us. Get out of here before they see us. Go. We'll take care of these spies.
No one crosses legs for death.
Right in the government district?
No.
Next time.
With vengeance!
Next time.
Embarrassing.
I'm the best at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty.
Yes, I can easily see that sword getting old. What is this? Note. Gems.
I can
lots of
hold no more.
spells.
That item has been dropped.
The Shadow Thieves weaken day by day and cannot even protect their own members from the knight they claim to know so well. What do your guild dues pay for, besides the opulence of the Shadow Council? Join with us and receive what you know you are worth. We meet when the night is half past. You know the place. That's a bit ominous. I don't know why anybody There just seem to be a bunch of vampires. Why anybody would want to join with them. Oops, why did I give these to... I'm giving them to the wrong people. Actually, just for 2 Shadow Thieves, that was a lot of items they dropped.
Without hesitation.
The town crier. Hear ye, hear ye. Isn't it a little early in the morning for this?
Hear ye, hear ye!
Hello, hello. More Tethrian exiles landing in Athkatla. Hear ye, expelled for familiar misdeeds. Oh, shudder to think of all the red ink. Exiles? What's this all about, then? The year of the Taggart has been tough for one of the rich and pampered, trying to grind out a living on the backs of the poor down south. Noses are akimbo about Mastican gold falling into chubby fingers, while Reactivan and Trailstone are left reading from the wrong books and the dog-leg ledgers. Judgment was swift on the deserving and bags packed double time. Good riddance, the natives wailed from ramparts high. Every morning I'm here, keeping the faith, protecting the righteous and crucifying the guilty. Drop by to gnaw the fat and feast on the foolish. I don't think I understood anything that he just said to me. Something about Mastica and natives looking on? Okay, so Nelly, I could use these magical scrolls. So I don't know anywhere. A lot of his estates here.
Are you interested in purchasing a bit of merchandise, my friend?
Why not? What merchandise do you carry, good gnome? Well, you've the look of an adventurer about you. I've been one myself, betwixt stints, as a turnip salesman, that is. Occasionally, the markets get down, and the formerly self-respecting purveyors of fine veggies are forced to prostitute their abilities in the form of adventuring. All right, what are you getting at? What I'm getting at, oh so friendly one, is that I've items to sell you that are especially created by yours truly, to aid one on the dangerous path to heroism. They're known as Jan Jansen, that's me, Flasher Master Bruiser mates. Now pay attention. You take one of these babies and chuck it at an average Joe orc. Close your eyes real tight and whoosh. He's running around in circles, clutching at his eyeballs and screaming and yelling like Uncle Sven after 3 days on a tournament beer bender.
I trust all is well.
Hold, gnome. In the name of the Omnian Revenue and Taxation Board. Ark, not again. That bottom-feeding, turnip-hating, scum-sucking brigand. Nothing better to do than stop an honest businessman from selling high-quality illegal flashers for a reasonable price? Here he comes. Cover for me. Jan Jansen, gnomish citizen of Am. You have been charged with tax evasion and the illegal sale of illegal items in an illegal manner. Trex, old friend, you do me a great wrong. I would never break the law, as my pappy always said. Enough! You'll not sidetrack me with your cursed tales again. I'm smarter than you think. Shut up, you. Latrine duty beckons. That's better. We've been onto you for days, Jansen. We've caught you in the very act of selling your dangerous and illegal contraptions. What cruel fate, falsely accused by an old friend. I'm not your friend, Jansen. You're not anyone's friend. Oh, that's it. Do you enjoy guarding used chamber pots? Sorry, sir. I swear, this job will land me in an asylum. And who might you be? You're certainly no regular custom of this felon. I am Oren, an adventurer. Well, Oren, did this gnome try to sell you illegal merchandise? Specifically, flashers, as he calls them? I don't know what you're talking about. We were simply talking about the weather. Curses! The gnome has gotten to you, too. Jansen, you can no longer peddle in Athkatla. As for you, Oren, you have made a dangerous enemy. Who's the dangerous enemy? I am, you idiot! Move it, back to the office.
There goes a truly evil man. Uncle Scratchy seems like a saint in comparison. Regardless, it seems that I'm once again out of the black market.
At least until I scrounge up a fortune to set my business and have Trax's superiors well bribed. Do you be needing a hand in your party? Thank you for offering, but I believe it to be better that I go on without you for the time being. Your loss. If you change your mind, I live in the less than opulent side of town, the slums, if you will. I'll probably have a turnip stand, slowly working my way up to a nice bribe. Good luck to you. Yeah, we can't go 20 feet without being met by somebody here. Beggars, government officials, people trying to sell us flashers. I don't even know what a flasher is. Well, anyways, Jaheira says she thinks it's this way.